Hey guys, good afternoon. We're back. Oh wow, you're
Sleepy.
resident sleepering me at exactly as I start the stream. Are you serious, Karen? Oh Jesus. Anyways, let's move past that. So I did a lot on off stream yesterday. I had a real big day off stream. I did some of these just like nonsense quests that are just like, hey, use an ocean liner. Good job, you did this thing. Oh, hey, do this. You've already done this, but here, good job. So we've done a bunch of those. We went to a tutorial area to get some achievements that teach us some stuff. I switched up my build a little bit. Because... So I wanted to get that PvP... I wanted to get some PvP award stuff. Some PvP achievements and complete a PvP guild quest, which I did. I switched up my PvP build, which I guess I'll show. So my original PvP build was like... was pretty shit, to be honest. I didn't know what to invest points into, so I went pretty all-rounder. And it was very much the same as my PvE build, which just wasn't working. I was getting absolutely decimated all the fucking time, embarrassingly. So I switched my PvP build a bit, because I looked into some more of the skills, and I realized a few things. One, these two skills, the value is that they give you extreme mobility. And so much of about PvP seems to be the ability to get in battles, like to initiate, and to get out of battles. And one of the problems with the melee classes is that they can't initiate from afar. They have to initiate up close, which means you have to go into people's area, which means that you're interruptible very quickly. So basically, I need a couple moves that allow me to just like get in and do shit. I also give myself this ability, which I didn't even know existed in the game, because my character doesn't have access to this ability in the real world. But this is it gives me a shield. It gives me an unoffensive shield, so if people want to attack me, like it can keep some distance. Because I noticed classes like sorceresses, they just cast AoE like damage over times on themselves, so you can't really go in and fight them. So I felt like a shield was important. Additionally, this stuff is mostly the same. I actually don't think Swift Wind Kick is that good for PvP in my experience. It doesn't seem to stagger guys, or I mean push guys. So maybe I should look at different things to see if I can like, actually do some, maybe this is better, I don't know. But basically what it seems like I really want to do in PvP is be able to get this move off. I want to have my super strong move that just carries guys in the air and deals a shit ton of damage. I want to get this move off as often as I can. And a skill that I didn't even really look into is Sky Shattering Blow, which it's level 10 bonus. Allows you to just get a shit ton of esoteric, so you can do this way more often. So with that, PvP went a lot better. A lot better, like it 180. So that's great. I'm glad that's out of the way. I had like a 24-hour tilt after just my horrible losses a couple days ago, and that went away with doing that. So I've also switched up this build a little bit. I want to replace this Roar of Courage. I just have temporarily. This is filler. Ooh, that was loud. This is filler at the moment. Eventually, I want to replace it with that move I mentioned, which is the shield. I like that move. But at the moment, I don't have it on my skills list. It's not there. So from what I understand, I think you unlock it after an awakening quest, which I believe we have access to. Besides that, basically the big change with my character's build right now is I've lowered investment in Lightning Kick, and I've added this skill, which I've added a ton of investment to, which will allow me to go into my esoteric move more often, which is really important because based on my engraving, I should be going esoteric as often as I can. And I've been kind of saving up that skill for bosses, but realistically I should be trying to fill this up as quickly as I can, as often as I can. That will just raise my general damage output. Otherwise, I should just go... The way I've been playing, I should just go first intention. Because I'm doing my esoteric too infrequently. Okay. What else? What else have I done? Oh. I've done a bunch of this shit. I've gotten all the hidden stories. Up to Tortoik. Have I done... Oh, I've also done Annika's hidden stories. Yep. The reason I've done these is because they add permanent stat buffs. And I am trying to get to the 140 mark or 150 mark on all my characters. That is the goal because I'm at a little bit of a rapport bottleneck where a bunch of these characters that are difficult to rapport require like 140 or 150 in stats. Like I can't progress Thyrain until I get 150 in everything. And then like, 140 in everything and then like 150 in like charisma or some shit. Additionally, I can't give like Nuria Pride Home Potato unless I have like 150 charisma or something. So I'm at a little bit of a bottleneck on rapport. And the truth is, as soon as I get here, like, listen, I need to grind out a couple of these, but I can fucking do that. Whatever, just grind, kill guys. Maxing Nuria's rapport is the bottleneck for Rethrama's completion, and I really want to get that Ignia token. I want to get the mount. And currently, that is probably a couple of weeks away, based on the pace I'm going. But if I'm able to get my virtues up, then I'll be able to do that faster because I'll actually be able to gift her good gifts. And I want to only use gifts that people like. So we have that. Also, I played a bunch of Brelvis, Barefoot Russian Elvis. I got him from Log Hill up to Lake Bar yesterday. Just did that for fun, and have been really enjoying the Berserker. Berserker is a lot of fun. Okay, so what do we have to do? We're going to do that quest today. How far is Plechia? It's pretty close, right? It's really close to Annika, I believe. Yeah, there's Plechia. You know what? Maybe we'll start off with this. Just get it out of the way. What am I doing? I can just do this. Boop. Well, I guess it would have been almost equally fast just to run there, but whatever. Okay. Repair ship. Done. Let's set sail. And let's see what the deal with these marinas are. I've never been to a marina, but it's worth checking out. Oh, while we're at it. Oops. Oops, oops. Here we go. Let's do a quick guild dono. Awesome. Also, let's go over to manage. I want to see. We're at Bloodstone distribution? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think all my characters are at 100. Wow, a lot of people got 100%. That's awesome. Yeah, we should be getting a fair bit this week. We're really looking forward to guild level 3 because guild level 3. Oh yeah, so we got to save up for all this research. I'm going to. I'm not prioritizing the extra research slot just because we're never going to have this many bloodstones at one time. Or like, we're never going to have enough to do 2 at one time. So I'm prioritizing these ones at the moment. But at guild level 3, we can get a bonus task. And that's what we really want. This is the benefit that we want to get as soon as we can. So that is our goal. Whatever. Okay, we're almost at Plechia. I don't know if Plechia... Is it a place you can actually dock? Or is it like a vessel you interact with? Ooh, we got some flotsam right in our path. Beautiful. Hey, what's up? Open, settle, okay. Can dock for 20 minutes when activated.
The marina gave us permission to dock.
Okay, let's dock.
If you need repairs in the middle of the sea, or need to change ships, first,
Oh,
look for marina.
God damn it. So it's not actually a place you can visit. Oh, well then who cares? Who cares? Use up our pirate. You better give us more pirate stuff. Okay. At least I know what it does now. So there's PvP islands and stuff. Always persistent PvP. Those are going to be annoying. Okay, so we have a fewer coins now. Did we get pirate coins from completing that quest? I'm not sure. Completed. It doesn't tell you the rewards you got. Okay, so what do we have to do? We have to do all these missions. We won't do that yet. What's Gravis? Oh, that's one that we got on the Isle of Wisdom. Whale songs. We need to learn that song, which I would actually like to learn at some point. Port Corona. Okay, we don't have to worry about that yet. We don't have to worry about that yet. What is this? Guardian Raid. I wonder where these are active. Is that only active in Vern? Okay, I'm not going to worry about this yet. We'll do that another time. But that would be cool. I think Guardian Raids are the ones that are like Monster Hunter. Okay. Guardian Stone Fragment. So I think that is for honing, I believe. Oh, I should probably use that. That seems like a good idea. Okay. God, my inventory is probably extremely triggering. Okay, let's repair. We're all good. And we'll dock. Now we have a choice to make. We have a very important choice to make. Our character looks pretty good. Wait, what stats does this have? Charisma, kindness. Oh, the bunny ears are worse. Whatever. We're going bunny ears for a bit. In honor of Cinnabunny.
Welcome to Arthetine.
Okay. So, I guess we just have to progress some quests now. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I forgot the most important thing we got to do. We got to go to Trixion. Because Beatrice has a quest for us. Now you're ready to acquire a new power. The demon commanders will try to harness the Red Moon once more for his resurrection. We need all the power we can acquire to fight these demons. They are stronger than ever. Acquire new power. Speak with Beatrice. Mint plant. Let me guide you to this new power. I'm the guide of your fate. Please find the power that's hidden in this world. It belongs to you. We gotta go to Chonghun. I heard you approaching. I cannot do any rapport with her at this point.
is all clear.
I've been getting a little bit of like lag and popping in Arthetine, for sure. I'm not sure if I should lower the graphics or anything at this point. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oops, god damn it. Oh, my dumb old human brain. Take two. Okay, we need to go to Chang'an. We can't take the ocean liner as it says, but screw that. Set sail. There we I don't want to use that. Let's there we go. Amazing. Yeah, so yesterday it was pretty crazy because I didn't play Brelvis for that long, but it's amazing on subsequent playthroughs how much faster you can go through the game. I did like three streams worth of content in like just a few hours, not that long. Must have been going like over 3 times as fast, I bet. And it actually got me really hooked on this game. I find I get I have a lot of fun redoing the old content. There's something comfortable about it. It's fun playing a different class, you know. One of the things I think I'm going to do is whenever the game gives me my extra character slots, which I'm sure it will. I've been following this online. So Lost Ark, what do you call it? Lost Ark support responded to the thread about the extra character slots. Their answer was not good. Their answer was really terrible, to be honest. It was something to the effect of there were only 12 character slots. Sorry for the inconvenience. Patience is a virtue. Regards. I was like, what the hell? So you literally just said you know, people spent money, and you said, I don't know. That situation to me seems incredibly mishandled because they're not saying they're going to change the description. They're not saying they're going to refund. They're not saying they're going to deliver. They're not having a time frame on doing any of those. They're just saying, nope, too bad. You guys paid, and some of these people paid like I probably paid like $20. Some of these people paid dozens. So they're like, wait, you're literally have the store description that says this is for one roster, you can buy this. And then on the forums, when asked about it, you say, nope, patience is a virtue. And then they've gone radio silent. So people in the thread now are getting like, they're turning up the temperature. They're like, this sounds like a lawsuit, you know? But it is, I have to imagine they will add these character slots. Like, the way, what I'm assuming is happening right now is that there's a lot of problems in the European region of this game. And I have a feeling that they're trying to put out the fires that are worth it for them right now. And so this issue is not a big issue right now because it's proportionately, there's a lot fewer people affected by having more than 12 characters than everyone in the European region just having to deal with what the game is throwing at them. But I'm sure down the road, this will become something that is resolved. That being said, once that is resolved, I want to see what the power pass is like, but I don't want to use the power pass to skip progress with a character I've already played. So what I'm going to do is I will probably use a power pass on a striker, seeing as the striker is the male variant of the war dancer. There are some differences, but I think it's similar enough that I do want to see what the power pass is like, but I'm going to wait until I'm playing basically a duplicate character. Okay. Got to go over here.
Participating in the tournament.
I think I've already done all my rapport actions, right? Yeah, I have. So yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Congratulations on the huge win.
Yeah, I've done this a few times. But the issue that I'm having with the character ticket thing. Where is it? Where is it? Function. Apparently, a lot of people can't even create characters, like, they can't create, like, a second character because it's just too busy. By character extension slot, this product is roster bound. So it says you've bought 3 out of 18. This is roster bound, meaning by roster, that means it's bound to your server. So they say you can buy 18 per server. This product is roster. So that means that it's not saying, oh, you used extra slots here, but seeing as you bought these ones, you can use these on another server. No, this is roster bound. Character slots can be extended 18 times. You start with 6. That means you can have 24 characters. It can only be purchased 18 times per roster. Can extend the character slot and character selection screen upon claiming the product from product inventory. This will not be claimed as an item. So they are lying. And they really need to either refund and change the description. Change the description and add a time frame and give the option for a refund. But there needs to be a bit more transparency. That's I know I'm like harping on this because it affects me, but I'm still really enjoying the game. But I'm just seeing how it's being handled. It's like, dudes, say anything.
You are the hero of Attica.
I could tell you had returned by the sound of the crowds cheering once more. Have you fared well? Chonghun has enjoyed peaceful days since you left. However, the news of suspicious demon activity has reached even this remote part of the world. I always believed that you would come back. I always believed that you would become the best in all of Annika, not just the Yon clan. You have exceeded even my lofty expectations. In fact, there is not much left I can teach you. The apex of mastery for fighters from Annika is said to be the ability to become one with nature by absorbing phoenix energy along with the spirit of grand nature. Our family has safeguarded the jade crystal of the phoenix through the generations as we awaited its true master. However, it disappeared soon after you were born. If we could find the jade crystal, we could awaken a new power within you. Its theft is truly a pity. Perhaps you could ask Lee. It disappeared during his childhood. Oh, I just realized something. I will check something in a moment. It disappeared during his childhood, so he may not remember, but he's the only person among us who could handle the crystal. Okay, I want to see something. I'm the hero of Annika. I totally forgot that every class has an intro. I wonder if we can check the intro from here. Because I am a martial artist, so I wonder if, like, lore-wise, I am from... Heir of the Young... Oh, is this my intro?
Did you hear? The champion of the Yon clan is the youngest ever to qualify.
They're really sending an inexperienced kid?
Yon clan is pathetic.
Our champion's gonna make you eat those words.
Pretty sure I hear her crying. Better check on the little baby.
What in the world is this?
Women are so dramatic. Am I right?
That's Hodon?
Odin will make short work of her.
Say what? Enough! Let the mistress handle it.
What in the world? So I'm a Yon clan person. So earlier when someone asked who's better, the Yon clan or the Jock clan, and I said the Jock clan, I was literally just, oh my god. I was like, yeah, you guys are better. What was that? Yoink!
Have I waited for this moment? The arrival of a hero to battle the demons. Who
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
On that day, I shall greet you as a long-awaited friend.
This actually is now making a little bit more sense to me that it's gender locked. Even though I still don't think it should be. But the fact that they actually have plot that changes based on that stuff, is interesting. Okay, return to memory chamber. Wow, how did I never watch those? Holy shit. Premier Destiny. Is this what we've already... This is like the prologue? Trixion. Okay, we might just have to skip out of this.
You will now take your first step.
Okay, who cares? Who cares? How do we watch our actual origin? Like, I know that was a modified version of our origin, but the version that played at the very beginning of the game. Okay. There's open seas things. Arkesia. Okay, so we don't need to worry about those. With companions. Nuria? Oh, these are the companion videos. Hero's Path. Adventurer's Path. New Adventurer's Path. We still haven't gotten a bunch of these. What is this? The fact that it says Trixion is not hopeful to me that this is the right thing. Oh, it is.
The light of destiny first led you to the holy
maybe
land
not.
of Rethramis. There, you met a friendly priest named Armin,
Interesting.
who also sought the Ark.
Oh, so these are all a bit different.
This priest of the light had a secret. He was a Delane, a half-human, half-demon hybrid.
The memory chamber is cool.
Despite the darkness inside him, all Father Armin desired was to save the world. The two of you hunted down clues to the Ark across the continent, from the salt desert of Eudia to the war-torn nation of Luterra. There, you discovered the people of Luterra were suffering under the rule of the cruel regent, Sherrit. Sherrit was in league with the demons, working with the treacherous Carmine and the demon beast commander, Valtan. You and Armin helped Prince Thirain, the rightful heir to the throne, take back his kingdom at the Battle of the Glorious Wall.
This is so weird that they have all these alternate tellings. That's pretty cool, though. Adventuring in Luterra, Tortoise. Oh, this is cool. Here, let's not watch these yet. At some point, we'll probably watch them all, just for like a recap of our journey. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, so that's Trixion, Rethramis meeting Armin. So these are probably the actual cinematics, right? Certainly we can kind of see where we are in the progress of the story here. Okay. So we are the heir to the Yon... I didn't even connect that we were Yon clan heir. That's pretty cool. God, it's been so long since I watched those. Because the thing is, when we watched those at the beginning, we had no context for how those were important or not. So that's really cool.
You are the hero of Annika.
So you know what? Maybe I won't use it on a... You know what? Maybe I won't use it on a striker. Because if I use it on a striker, the striker is the only male martial artist. That's a different story. If I use a power pass, I should probably use it on a Deadeye. Because Deadeye is the male counterpart of Gunslinger, but Deadeye would have the same background story as Sharpshooter and Machinist. So that's who I should use the power pass on. Okay, wait, what are we doing? We're speaking with Yan Li in Prisma Valley. Let's go here. Well, if it isn't my younger sibling. Yeah, there were a couple of times where they were referring to me as like a sibling, and I was like, what the fuck is this game talking about? But I didn't realize it was like, oh, that's because I chose this background. Life treating you well these days? I prayed for your good health. Jade Crystal of the Phoenix. Jade? Oh, could it be? Well, I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about. But when I was young, I once stole a marble figurine from the house, and the entire village erupted like a volcano. Dude, don't admit to that. Don't admit to that. At the time, I was too scared to admit I had taken it, so I hid it. I'm not sure if it's still there, though. It's sure been a while. If memory serves, I hid it in an abandoned altar in Prisma Valley. I think it was the Grand Pavilion for Grandmasters. I wouldn't count on it, though. Gosh, it's been such a long time. I'm going to cause this to erupt. Okay. We haven't really done much in Prisma Valley, right? Wait, so is Wei Yan clan? Who's Wei again? Like, I can't remember. He was the brother of the fucking bad dude, right? Jahak or whatever the dude's name was. Go. Hey guys, what's up? Facet the Dark Orb. Okay. Talk to Yan Li. Okay, let's do it. Something else that's kind of cool. So now that we're level 50, we have some new things. Oh, did I get my daily? I can't remember if I got my login reward. No, I didn't. I mean, yeah, I did. Okay. We also have this button called the Procyon Compass. And this thing will tell you when all the field bosses spawn, tell you when all the adventure islands are. You can set alarms for them. So, like, what's the island I wanted to do was Lullaby Island, I guess. That's pretty freaking cool. Tell you when the Chaos Gates spawn. I don't know what Fever Time is. But pretty freaking cool. Oh, Lullaby Island. So that's at 1420. So that's at 220. Okay. So it's every 2 hours. That's really neat, though. Okay. You know what? Oh, today's Adventure Island. So they have different ones each day? Huh. What? What? Oh, different days. 2/26/22. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, J King, how's it going? Here, let's give a quick shout out. And what were you up to today? Skylanders Trap Team. Nice. I've never played a Skylanders game, although I freaking love Spyro the Dragon. I played through the Spyro Reignited trilogy recently. How are you liking Skylanders? This is it? It was still there after all this time? So, this is the Jade Crystal of the Phoenix. As a child, I had no idea this had so much mystical powers. I almost made a grave mistake, but at least it's come full circle, and now it's in your hands. Perhaps it was meant to be yours all along. Thank you. Hey there. How was Skylanders? So, Father mentioned the power of the Phoenix, the spirit of grand nature, and becoming one with nature. I think you'll find something related to the spirit of grand nature at Guardian Canyon. After all, guardians are the greatest creatures nature has ever given form. I'm playing Lost Ark. Lost Ark is basically a brand new MMO in the West. It has been it's existed in Korea and Russia for a few years. But it kind of looks like an ARPG like Diablo or you know, or Path of Exile, but it plays a lot more MMO. I am hooked on it. It's a free game. We have like a community guild going on, so it's nice because I get to play with people and it doesn't cost them anything. And it's neat. You get a stronghold that you can develop. You get, you know, all those like life skills, crafting, gathering, that kind of stuff. It has a roster system, so any character you level up on your server benefits all your other characters. So you get all these like shared rewards. I really personally like it, and it's pretty big on Twitch right now. Okay, we have to talk to Yule. I do not think it is, as far as I know, it's only on PC. Although it does have controller support, I believe. But I'm pretty sure it's PC exclusive. It's on Steam. Yeah. Okay, let's head over here. Okay. Mint Plant, what brings you here? You've come to receive the Guardian Canyon Spirit? Then you've come to the right place. Many trainees come here looking to obtain the Spirit of Grand Nature. You seem special. The place I am going to introduce you to is one of the few people I know of. Wait, what? The place I'm going to introduce you to is one that few people know of. Put simply, it is the best of the best. Looks like a rip-off Terra, ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I haven't really played Terra, so I can't really comment. But there's a lot to this game, and it is the second most played game. It's the second most played game in Steam history. With a record of over 1.3 million concurrent players. And it's one of the few growing MMOs. So, we'll see. People apparently really like the devs. But, you know, with free-to-play comes pay-to-win. So there is all that stuff. But so far, I'm really digging it. Mint Plant. You are sure to receive plenty Spirit of Grand Nature there. First, Mint Plant. You need to absorb as much spirit as possible from the jewel with the Guardian's power. You like E. Once the spirits are within your body, however, they tend to be divided like oil and water. If you want to completely absorb them, it would be a good idea to have a bath at the waterfall. See you soon. Hello, J King. More E. What is E? Is that hitting the E button? Okay, meditate under the waterfall. We can do that. So we just hit level 50, which is the soft cap max level. Okay, I'm going to kill these dudes. It's the soft cap max level. The hard cap is 60. And so now we're like doing a mission to unlock our awakening skill. I will tell you something. E is a very good letter because it is the most common letter in the alphabet. So it's a good choice. You know what's a stupid letter? Is the letter C. Letter C, the only way that C is useful is in CH. Wow, truly amazing, Mint Plant. You received Spirit of Grand Nature. Mint Plant, I can sense a wonderful new force flowing through your veins. There are a handful of trainees who have received the Spirit here, but... Mint Plant, it's safe to say that this is the first time I've experienced a force as strong as yours. Is Terra like an isometric mouse-controlled MMO? Lord Payan talked about becoming one with nature. One with nature. I think I've heard of that before, too. The power of the Phoenix and Spirit of Grand Nature. When a benevolent force fills your body, an opposite force is needed to help absorb all the internalized power in order to become one with nature. I suppose the opposite force here refers to an evil force. Jock's Barrier, which the Geok clan have been safeguarding, should provide that final force that will help the internalized power. But you can't just access it whenever you want. Check with the heir of the Jock clan before you try and use it. Okay, so we do need to do that dungeon. Okay. For some reason, I thought Terra was like a traditional third-person MMO. Okay. I guess we have to go to Changhun City Hall. Okay.
Congratulations on your victory.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the huge win.
Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Collect crimson flowers. Where's this? Oh, we need to go to Jock's Barrier. So we don't have to talk to Zahn.
Metal arm too.
Where is Jock's Barrier? It is in Melody Forest. There we go. Yeah, this game actually has a pretty freaking huge world. And each area of the world... Hey, Zulu, how's it going? Each area of the world has, like, different themes. So this area is, like, the martial arts. Very Eastern-themed area. But there's areas like... This area up here is, like, a nomadic kind of steampunk area. This area is kind of... Both of these areas... Well, this area is kind of traditional Western fantasy. This area seems a bit more grandiose Western fantasy. Yeah, there's a lot of different kind of themes. I mean, I have no personal stake. I have no personal stake in people's opinions. I just honestly can't comment because I've never played Terra. Your Wazda arm hurts from boot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, because I mean, I think a lot of MMOs are very derivative of the kind of WoW style now. The WoW style has kind of popularized a certain style. But I do find I'm curious about what you're saying with Terra, because I do find that this MMO plays quite a bit differently than most other MMOs I've seen. So I am curious about it. It has cool skill systems where you have like... This skill system is clearly somewhat similar to the Diablo 3 skill system, where you have moves... Oh, God, I gotta kill this jerk. Okay. Where you, as you level up your skills, you get to choose and change how the skills... what they do. So, like, if you're a bard, you can have a skill that does more damage, or you can change it to a healing beam, etc. This really dynamically changes how the classes play, which I think is really cool. Did you do the engravings? What do you mean, what did I do the engravings? The one thing is this game does seem, I mean, this game does seem runnable on weaker computers, and I think a lot of that has to do with the isometric perspective, because you're not viewing a bunch of stuff in the horizon. Okay, let's kill these dudes. There we go. Zulu, since you're here, this is the Procyon Compass. So, like, we can look at, field bosses, ghost ships, chaos gates, adventure islands. And, like, for instance, let's go to adventure islands. It shows you what days they spawn. If you hover over it, what times it spawns. You can set alarms. So this is pretty cool. Okay. Let's do our big boy move. He dead. Check the market auction house for birthstone with the skills you want. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That costs gold, right? Gold and, does it cost, fions? I hate those guys. There we go. Like 1 gold. Are fions just if you're listing things on the auction? Yeah, I gotta see what skills I even want. I really want the esoteric skill, obviously. So I should look for that. I think Fions are connected to the market, but I think they might be connected to listing items. There we go. Goodbye. Gather up, dudes. Gather up. Gather up. Oh, well, we're at it. We'll just do that to train some more of our power, you know. We gotta kill all these dudes. Okay. Come on, guys. Gather up. Gather up. There we go. And this poor guy that's all alone. You think you get it refunded because you have listed and had it fail and you got a refund. Oh, yeah. That's good. So there's no, like, persistent... there's no reason to not list things. Like, there's no reason to not overprice because you're not going to get penalized for it. Okay, these guys can die. Okay, let's try out this skill that I never use. Let's try out this one that I never use. There we go. You found a great stone. Oh, nice. I should definitely look into that. I didn't realize for so long that you have 2 engraving slots. I totally didn't realize. Oh, God. Okay, we'll get our stupid herbs. Oh, I should have done this on hard. I have to do it on hard anyways. Ah, whatever. Oh, wait, I don't have all the Mokokos, right? No, I don't. You know what? I don't need to beat this. I can just leave. I got what I need. Let's just get out of here. You got preemptive strike too. Nice. I don't know what I want for my secondary skill. You have to go to like Lutera Castle or Vern to do the auction, or is that in all of the major cities? Okay, we're going to talk to Hodor over here. Oh, those ghosties. Oh my god. Bottom right. Okay, we can do it anywhere? Let's see. Oh, you can just buy these. Equipment chest. Okay, let's search ability stone. Oh, abilities. There we go. There we go. Do these... Oh, minimum item level. Needs 340. I don't think I have... I don't think I'm able to use any of these yet. Oh, well. Oh, Stone of Birth? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I can't use any of these yet. Let's see. Item level. How do I alter this item level? It doesn't let me alter this. Item level. Ah, whatever. Who cares? We'll deal with it later. Okay, these guys we're probably gonna have to kill. I presume I don't have enough item level for it, whereas you do, right? Because you're over the 340 mark, right? Stone of Birth. Restricted trading item level, 250. It's fine, I'll do it later. It's okay. What's this, a crimson flower? You say you want to absorb it? You're not thinking about becoming one with nature, are you? I suggest you refrain from trying it. It's just an old myth. In fact, theologically speaking, it's impossible. Think about it. The Yon clans and the Jock clan styles are exact opposites. You'd have to be suicidal to try to absorb them at the same time. No one has succeeded at such a feat. Anyone who's tried has been overwhelmed with such competing powers and has ended up dead. That said, as you know, despite the demon's coercions, I managed to destroy the seeds of evil and preserve the spirit of the martial artist. You'd remember that, right? Any lesser being would have succumbed to the demons in a blink. You think you can intimidate me by glaring like that? Just hand me the flower, I'll show you. So right now, it's full of evil energy. But if you remove just the right amount of the evil energy, it can help concentrate the existing good energy. Watch carefully. Ha! Yeah! Ugh! Oh, it's done. Here. Now. Try to absorb this. It will fuse your internalized power and make you whole. Okay. What the? It really worked? See? That is the true power of your older sibling here. Always be grateful. Okay. Now we have to talk to Pahan. So, let's go over to Changhun. Okay. Come on, game. There we go.
Congratulations.
You are the hero of Annika.
This power, you become one with nature and live to tell the tale. Congratulations, Mint Plant. You never cease to impress me. You've now learned every secret technique there is to learn in Annika. I believe we've done all we could to help you in your journey to defeat the demons and save Arkesia. Go with the gods, mighty ones. It's cool that your
The hero of Annika.
your class actually affects the your background and things in this area. It's like, my character is the heir to the Yon clan. I didn't realize that until today. Ooh, this one's actually pretty good. Yeah, although it lowers the vitality. Go. Dismantle, thank you. Press F2. Okay, we gotta play the Song of Trixion. So, you found new power. The light of your destiny burns even more brightly now. Yes. Awakening ultimate skill, flash rage blow. Cool. So, we can now equip that, right? Hey, Simon, how's it going? I will help you harness the sleeping power within you. Fear not, your body will soon become accustomed to the change. Oh, Simon, so something cool. Number one, your background actually does influence things in the plot. For instance, my character is from Annika, and I am the heir to the Yon clan, who are people that you're doing quests for. But additionally, if you go to your memory chamber and you look at your character's background, it's not the opening video. Yeah, I have another esoteric orb. That's because of my engraving. I have esoteric focus. So yeah, if you go to the memory chamber and watch your like character's origin videos, they're actually different videos. The background does influence the game, yeah. Which actually makes the gender locking make a bit more sense. I still think they could have done it without it. But it means that you are actually playing, in a sense, actual characters. I missed the context of your joke. I don't remember what I said. Okay, oh, we have to use this skill. Ooh, energy combustion. Oh, we got energy combustion. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Oh, it looks kind of like a dick. I get it. Okay. Energy combustion. So I guess we have to add this awakening skill here. And this uses chaos shards. And also, where's my other skill that I just got? Energy combustion. We're going to throw that there. Let's get energy combustion. Sweeping kick. Let's lower some points from sweeping kick. And throw them in energy combustion. Okay. So, lowers damage, increases move speed, esoteric meter plus. Okay, that seems pretty good. Extra duration. Lower cooldown, but lower duration. What's the cooldown? 36 seconds. Or on energy combustion hit, damage foes is increased. Okay, we'll do that for now. Let's just look at what people do for this. They do lower damage. They use it as a damage resist. Oh yeah, I have a fair bit. I have a fair bit of them. I am pleased to see your true form, hero. The demons will shatter the peace once more. And with even more wanton violence than before. But when the time comes, we now have an even more formidable force to oppose them. The war is only the beginning. May the light of Arkesia be reborn inside of you, Mince Plant. May it become your shield as you fight to protect the fate of the stars.
May that light be a beacon of hope to the world.
Okay, I'll show it off. Yeah, the hoverboards are a little bit, you know. Here, let's open this up. Okay, here we go. I guess I'll throw this in here for now. Here, let's get rid of this for now. 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 Let's get rid of these for now. Bam. Bam. Also, fuck the wine. Okay. I guess we will summon a boss. Sure. Hello. Excuse me. Oh, I have to click summon. Okay, let's see. Well, that sucked. Okay, we got 4 minutes. That was fun. Nice little miss. I mean, Zulu. I literally unlocked it yesterday and did a mini stream. Oh, we can talk to her. The Ark. The light of creation has existed since the birth of this world. After the Chain War, the Ark was split into 7 pieces before it disappeared, forgotten over the years. However, the demons still remember the Ark. It's a power great enough to defeat even the archdemon Kazaros. All the demons must be after it. I can't use these yet. That's fine. Okay. Let's spawn. Monster, boss, summon. Oh, it's still... Oh, wait, reset skills? Ooh, that does damage. It almost one-shot the boss. Okay. Zulu, Zulu, Zulu. Okay. There we go. So, now we can actually head back to Arthetine. You know what? Let's just pop right back to our ship. Oh, yo, Zulu, do you know what kind of maps the person in the, what is it, the library wants? What? What are you saying? Oh! Oh, you were responding to Simon. I missed that. I'm sorry. Do you know what kind of maps the person in the library wants? Oh, I was really confused. I thought Zulu was talking to himself. I was like, what the heck is going on? I was so confused. I did notice when I was looking at some maps, by the way. Okay. I was looking at some maps which show like where hidden stories are and where some Makokos are. And a lot of the maps had an anchor icon and it said treasure map. So I'm guessing there's hidden treasure maps that you can get. Okay, so I hate this. Yeah, I know I have Crystal Benefactor. You don't have to remind me every single day, like, yo, look at this. I wonder if it's connected to Ghost Ship. Oh, Simon, want to see something cool? When you hit level 50, I believe, there's something called a Procyon's Compass, which will show you when the field bosses spawn, what time, what day, the Adventure Islands, what time, what day, the ghost ships, what time. You can set alarms. Pretty freaking cool. Yeah, Simon's real close. I think Simon Striker is in Wavestrand Port. Go eat your lunch. You're a lupper. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there. We will get there. Right now, I'm not really worried about anything. Just going to focus on the plot. I'm keeping all my other characters behind this character. So I have like so many alts going off stream. The Berserker seems really fun. I like the Berserker a lot so far. Oh yeah, I did some of Una's daily quests yesterday, which was interesting. There's like a reputation meter and stuff. I also did the I did a bit of the guild weekly PvP thing because I built a different PvP build that was way better. Way better. You've not done those yet? Yeah, they're weird. They're kind of, honestly, I love this game a lot, but they are filler as fuck. They are filler as fuck. But yeah, you get like reputation status for beating those quests, and they have different rewards. And you'll level up reputation, which will progress the quest. Yeah, it's interesting. But it's like... Yeah, it's like... Go to Rethrama's border and talk to 5 patients. Okay. Go to Ozorn Hill and look at 20 jars. Like, it's kind of shit like that. At least the low item level ones are. The high item level ones probably are a bit more complicated. But it's like, why would you know, recommended item level 250 to go back to like the 3rd zone of the game and talk to people with a plague? Do I need to kill this guy? There we go. Yeah, they're definitely filler, but hey. They're also fast and easy to do. And those are daily. Yeah, there's 9. You can do up to 9 a day. There's also weekly quests. Okay, we'll deal with these guys later. We'll get the Triforce. Destroy the raging machines. Okay, gotta get one more. This skill lasts a long time. Where are these dudes? There we go. Goodbye. Oh, we have another quest down here. Find the box of quartz crystals. Goodbye. Incredible. Hey, dudes. Quartz crystals and scrap iron. Did Essel tell you to bring these to me? I told them. TMAS is a lost cause. It's so old, I doubt it'll turn on. Even with new parts. I suppose I'll make new parts for him one last time. It's like Wally. Essel, hello, how are you? Beep, beep, beep. Did you see that? It was just for a moment, but TMAS talked. Maybe one day he'll speak like he did when I was young, I swear. I'll fix him like new. Thank you for giving me hope. What skill is this? I will show this off real fast. This is an awakening skill. Well, it's not an awakening skill, but you'll learn it from beating the awakening quest. It's called energy combustion. This skill, I think, is pretty fucking sweet for PvP. So, erupt the damage inside of you to push foes away, inflicting 406 damage, and call forth a gust that shreds your body, inflicting 326 damage every 0.5 seconds for 20 seconds. You have the ability to lower incoming damage, to make you move faster, or to increase esoteric meter. You have the ability to deal damage on hit, reduce duration, but also reduce cooldown a lot, which is actually quite good. This might actually be better, to be honest. Because with this skill, 36 seconds. With this skill, we can keep the skill up all 100% of the time, which is pretty sweet. Or energy combustion duration is lengthened, which is also pretty good. And then the final one is outgoing crit damage is increased and increases the AoE radius, or causes a squall that inflicts a bunch of damage when it goes away. So it's pretty sweet. It's cool to have a defensive skill. Helps a lot for PvP to get people off your ass a bunch.
New parts? I'm jealous.
Ah, you must be the one I've heard about. Let me take that sap you brought. Now, you may use the communication device. Please report to Evangel immediately.
There may be bombs, but the train is still running. Are they out of their minds?
Who are you? What? Burkle hired you? An adventurer from a different continent. Then it's safe to assume that you're not part of that armed group. Truth be told, we need strong warriors like you. Welcome aboard. You've heard the story, right? Some group of scumbags declared that they would blow up one of our trains. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. I've sent my men to keep an eye on all the train tracks. Well, almost all. The only one left is on the cliff. I'd like you to go up there and keep watch on it. Here, take this bomb disposal kit. With it, you can disarm almost any bomb. Don't worry. I'll tell you how to use it. Just keep your radio on. Now, head to the train track on the cliff.
New parts?
Yeah, I have bunny ears. I'm probably going to put the other thing on soon. I'm probably going to put my hat back on soon. But hey, we unlocked these, so let's use them for a bit, right? Here you go. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Okay, enough of that. I will switch to the other one soon, just because it has better stats. But we don't need kindness right now. Who needs kindness? What's up, communicator? It's you. I've been waiting for you. How did it go? How many cacti do you need to hunt to get that much? I see. All right, thank you for helping me collect such useful data. The sap is definitely marketable. Soon, everyone will be drinking wallow sap instead of water. Thank you so much. I'll give Jelrin your payment, so you should talk to him. Okay, Nestle. Did you report to her? Good job. I hope she succeeds in this research and helps relieve our water shortages. There we go. Wait, we have a quest here. God damn it. I turned on the radio. No! We could have just done it anywhere. Oh my god. Amazing. I like it is now safe to assume. Wait, but I like how you like got distracted midline.
Now,
I was told
let's check the
help
tracks on
was
the
on the
cliff
way.
as well as on the northeast side. Hey, the ones on the cliff.
Hey guys. Eliminate the hiding smugglers. Investigate the cliff tracks. Oh, you're
As you
coming.
can see, the situation is dire.
The people
I'd
are in
like to ask for your aid. I will check on the others.
Okay, we're fine. There we go. Goodbye. Okay, take care. Have a good appointment. Have a great day. Come on. One of the downsides of my character is that you have to auto attack every once in a while. Damn it, I missed. Oh, okay, we're good. Huh? What's up, Zulu? There we go. Okay. Open the iron door. Here we go. There we go. And dead. You have to disarm bombs?
Hey, can you hear me now? What? You discovered the bombs? Oh, I knew it. Quick, get the bomb disposal kit.
We got this.
Hurry. You're running out of...
Do we got this?
Thank the gods. We made it. That was a real close one. Did the bomb
Just kick it.
rearm?
Just kick it off the cliff. It's fine. Yeah, kick it.
Are you okay? Do you copy? Damn self-rearming bombs. Anyway, you saved many innocent lives today.
Hell yeah. Okay, what does this guy have to say?
This is the Transport Ministry. Who is this? Identify yourself.
What was that loud noise? Excuse me, you were hired by Captain Schwager? So, the warning about a bomb attack wasn't a prank. Oh, my Septrum. Thank you so much for stopping the attack. Something, something, something. What? Okay. Is she going to say that again? Report to Captain Schwager. Oh, I'm excited for guild level 3, Zulu. I'm excited for when we hit it. That's got the upgrade we really want.
Anyway, You saved many innocent lives today.
Thank you, stranger. That was the stuff that heroes are made of. You risk your life to save the people of Arthetine. Come to think of it, I don't even know your name. Mint Plant? Your name is Mint Plant, huh? You'll be forever remembered as a true hero. On behalf of the Arid Path Guard, I'd like to express our gratitude and appreciation. Yes.
New parts? I'm jealous.
You gotta report to Kling. Goodbye. Ah! Okay, where's Kling? Kling is back in town.
Patrol is all clear.
I heard. On behalf of the port guard, thanks for your help.
No, Zulu. No, I did not. I reported your heroic deed to Regulator Headquarters. I'm trying to think what the punchline's gonna be. What? I was expecting it to be like some pun with boo in it. It's a bullet train. I've reported your heroic deed to Regulator Headquarters in Stern. Expect a considerable reward soon. Hey, Scoots, how's it going? By the way, are you friends with Matthias? I suggest you choose your companions carefully. Nothing good comes from hanging out with third-rate reporters like him. Anyway, he's waiting for you on the train passenger platform. I suppose if you really want to, you should go see him.
Patrol is all clear.
Passenger platform. Hello.
You're back. Color me impressed.
Who knew that sending you on an errand would end up saving a ton of lives? Not to mention the fact that I get to write an exclusive article. I haven't turned in a scoop like this for a long time. I've got a lot to thank you for. So, I'll tell you what I know about the Ark as promised. I did a bit of spring cleaning. Oh, nice. Nice. I haven't done that since I was born. Did you know that an Ark was discovered in Lutera? Oh, you did. It's a fairly new piece of information, so now I'm doubly impressed. Anyway, the first king of Lutera was a sidereal. You knew that too, right? If he had an Ark, I wonder what other sidereals might have had. In fact, I'd bet there's an Ark in Arthetine. There's no true sidereal here now, true, but sidereal Galater did visit here for a while. But that was a few centuries ago. I wouldn't know where to begin to look for him. Administrator Bastion might know something, though. He has access to all the information archived in Arthetine. Want to meet him? You'll need to head to Stern first. My editor-in-chief has some connections there, so I'll ask him for help. Take this article to prove you're with me, and I'll send word ahead. That way, they know to expect you. And here, take the train pass to Stern. It's the least I can do. A new hero saves Stern. The train bombing attempted by a mysterious armed group has been successfully thwarted. The hero who was instrumental in this miraculous feat is named Mint Plant, an adventurer from a different continent. There were plenty of dangerous moments as the adventurer attempted to disarm the explosives set up along the train track, but our intrepid hero emerged victorious, saving thousands of lives in the process. Everyone at Hoyt News applauds their selfless act. We look forward to hearing about more great stories from this new hero of Arthetine, Mint Plant. You're a Deadeye, right, Scoots? I think that's what you're playing.
I've confirmed your ticket. Thank you. And enjoy your ride to Stern.
Oh, nice. I'm curious about how much it deviates from Gunslinger. We got a lot of gunners in our guild. Yeah, Gunslinger is the female version. Apparently, Gunslinger is more sniper focused and Deadeye is more shotgun focused, from what I've heard. Yeah. So I've heard that I could be wrong, but I think I've heard that Gunslinger is like easier and like more PvE, whereas Deadeye's really good PvP. Ooh, this place is kind of cool.
Demons are appearing on the other continents too?
Have you been on the monorail? Convenient, right?
Oh, we have to go inside?
Who in blazes wrote this article?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I heard some people describe Deadeye's as hard mode.
You're late. A snail could move faster than you.
Although I believe they have higher max damage potential. They're just a lot more risk reward. Where's Mattias's article? Where's the article about the hero who stopped the train attack? Good. This is front page news for sure. Why are you standing there? Take this and run. Run it to the print shop. Give it to Rickman. He just got off work. He must be on his way to the monorail station. Well, why are you standing there? Get going already. I'll call Rickman and tell him to wait for you.
They say there's only one truth, but...
I bet you there's Mokoko's in here. There's a Mokoko right there. Ooh, what's this? Is this a hidden story? It's nothing.
How many pages do we have left? Blazes wrote this article.
Oh, let's get the Triforce. This is like the company's logo, is it not? One of the companies that makes this game? I thought they had a logo kind of similar to that when you open up the game.
Have
you read the new Steel Rose book?
I need more First Intention. There we go. I mean, realistically, I should probably get engravings for my other classes first, but, you know.
What are we having for dinner, Dad?
It's okay. Take the monorail. Let's just check this out. Oh, here it comes. Okay. No! I didn't know it did. Oh, god damn it. This pizza. God damn it. You know what? No, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna ride this. We're gonna get the Triforce. And we will never use this again in our life. Is this worth it? Is it really worth it? Is this faster than just going like this? Is it? Like, I guess it's cool. I feel like we're in Midgar.
Sasha is amazing.
Okay, I'll get that. Yes. One thing I've noticed about PvP
I want to be the treasurer.
that you don't notice as much in PvE is how little view you have angling down, but how much view you have angling up. It's like so much easier to fight guys that are above you than below you.
Stern Central Plaza.
Been to Neria's tavern yet?
Neria. I wonder what Neria's doing. How many Nerias are there in this game? Like 7? Are we gonna learn that the Nerias are all sidereals or some shit? I need to get my stuff up. I need to get my stuff up if I want to learn the secret of Nuria. I think at like 150, she'll tell me the secret of Nurias. Hey, we did it. We made it on the monorail. Amazing.
I got your message. Hand me the original article.
Yeah, at full zoom, it's actually a challenge to physically walk down. It figures he would call... I mean, does anyone play like that, though? I feel like that is just to look at your character. I don't feel like it's to play. It figures he would call me after I decided to go home. After waiting for so long, that bully. Oh, right. Go bring back my employees, will you? They should still be out in the street. Tell them to come on back. I'll head to the print shop first, got it? Get my press operators to the print shop. The news never sleeps. You know what? One thing that's kind of annoying, though? So, apparently, ultra widescreen. If you go ultra widescreen, you actually get to see more of the screen. And so, for people that PvP, they will all play ultra widescreen, even if they're not on an ultra widescreen monitor, because it will letterbox it, but still give them a bigger view. So, apparently, that's a thing that is very common.
Finally taking a break.
From now? So we're pulling an all-nighter?
We're eating out today.
I thought we were going to leave on time.
Oh, Nuria's got to be in there, right? I want to see what Nuria's doing.
Partridge was the capital before Stern?
Oh, God, you're disconnecting a bunch? Okay, where is... There's got to be a Nuria in here, right?
Sasha and Prouse are dating.
Hey! We got another Nuria. I wonder what Nurias are doing. How many Makokos are you at, Rezos? Where to? Over there. Because you're pretty far in this game, from what I gather, right? 676. God dang.
Is everyone coming? I'd love to ignore him. Editor-in-chief or not. But this is big news.
We have to print it, whatever it takes. Oh, before I forget, Fillion left you a message. You can check it with the communicator over there. Go ahead. Okay.
When you're done delivering the message, gather all the daily newspapers, private and public.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I might just try to follow the main quest and then, you know, and then do collectibles off stream. I think that might just be my goal for now. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm done with the main quest. I'm not sure. Criminal identities revealed. Recently, Arthetine has been invaded by smugglers and rogue mercenary groups. The regulators have been brushing them off as harmless riffraff. But a couple of intrepid reporters at Hoyt News infiltrated these groups and discovered that a majority of their members worked at Bergstrom Laboratory at one time or another. The dreadful events that have terrorized Totrick continues to haunt the rest of Arthetine. Completing all the regions. You're complete. Yeah, I think that what I'm going to do is... Oh, wait. You're still in tier 1. Gear score is 400 on your Bard. You haven't decided if Bard is going to be your main. So you've been doing that for a while to decide. Yeah, I think once I beat the main quest, I will probably stop streaming the game and just do this as an off-stream game solely. I'm guessing. Rezos is on a different server than us, by the way. Shocking stop to Verdantier construction. The recent announcement of the cancellation of the Verdantier construction is causing great outrage among the Arthetine public. According to information gathered from our sources, this was not a consensus decision among the three leaders. Instead, it was executed unilaterally without clear justification. The Verdantier is Arthetine's best hope for a green and fertile land, and it stands as a symbol of tireless advancement of the Sycan people. We demand that the administrator offer the public a clear explanation as to why they stopped construction on the Verdantier. Municipal news of the week. As of today, construction on the Verdantier is completely terminated. All related documents have been transferred from the Hall of Transcendence Research Department to the regulators. MECPOR, which was formed to assist in the construction of the Verdantier, is in the process of being disbanded. A list of malfunctioning units that have been reported must be created. A transfer of machine control will be tightly monitored. Our advancement is our future. Someone says no, someone else says yes. At the height of our brilliant achievement at Sycans is the Verdantier. Each and every small change we make today creates a better tomorrow. And in that better tomorrow, flowers will bloom in the desert. Yeah, I'm waiting to use my power pass until I get extra character slots. I'm gonna power pass the Deadeye, I think.
I want to be the administrator.
Take the monorail to the business district. Deliver the newspapers and a newsletter to the editor-in-chief, Fillion. Or Fillin. Yeah, I'm pretty curious about how the power pass works. So I do want to see that. I'm not sure if it's just like, boom, you're level 50, or if it's like an abridged quest line. So I am curious about how that plays out. Where the hell are we going? Over there. Let's just jump. Yeah, I am curious. I don't want to miss out on any content. And the idea that your origin actually affects the plot is kind of cool. So, like, originally I was going to power pass the Striker, but the fact that the Striker is the only male martial artist means they have a different background. So I don't really want to skip any of that stuff.
Who in blazes wrote this article?
Okay.
There's only one truth.
I'll be right back. I will let you guys listen to all these people yelling. BRB.
Who in blazes wrote this article?
How many pages do we have left?
They say there's only one truth, but...
Okay, enough yelling.
You're back.
Yes, I am.
Why didn't you tell me who you were? Now people will see me as the journalist jerk who set the hero of Floopenport on errands.
Thanks for the newspapers. But I don't appreciate you trying to make me look bad, got it? Anyway, because of me, you've quickly become familiar with Stern. You owe me one. By the way, you said you wanted to meet Administrator Bastion. What? You think I regularly rub elbows with Stern's highest and mightiest or something? Think about it. I'm just the editor-in-chief of a third-rate newspaper. There's no way I know someone so high up on the ladder. I'll tell you what. Best thing I can do is introduce you to a member of the municipal department. His name is Bendon. Talk to him. This guy for sure got bullied in school. Talk to him, and ask if you can meet the administrator. And why not? You're the hero who stopped terrorists from blowing up a train. I'll bet the news reached the administrator by now, and he wouldn't ignore someone like you. Take the monorail to the municipal district. You'll get there in a flash. Now go. I know, poor Bendon.
Who in blazes wrote this article?
Especially if they were like a teacher's pet, you know? They're like always bending for the teacher. You just know that someone named Bendon would have to be the most, like they would have to be that person on the playground that picks the fights so that people don't mess with them. They would be the bully to get out of being bullied.
Been on the monorail? Convenient, right?
What are we having for dinner, Daddy?
Receive a document from Babaron. You have a fear of heights? Deliver the document. Where? Jump. Okay, what's up? A document. I can't believe it was trusted. He trusted a stranger with something so important. Of course, I'm awesome.
Sasha is amazing.
Oh God. Oh God. I remember. I remember some jokes when I was a kid. Oh God.
I want to be the treasurer.
Oh, jokes I cannot repeat here. That's for sure.
You're... Okay, I'll submit a meeting request, but I can't make any promises.
Administrator Bastion is rather busy. First, write down your personal info and why you want to meet with him. You can submit your request form on the ADMKX in the town hall. When you've finished, please see me again. I have business in the town hall. Just come back. Just come to the back of the building and find me when you're done. Okay.
Your meeting request has been received. Please wait for approval.
Administrator Bastion would like to speak to you.
But I don't understand. You just submitted your request. When did he find the time to check it? Oh, speaking out of turn. The administrator is in his office in the back. Please go see him. Okay.
So you've come. A pleasure to meet you. I am Administrator Bastion.
First, I wanted to thank you for stopping that train track. You saved a lot of people that day. We all owe you a debt of gratitude. Now, let's cut to the chase. You're the famed knight of King Lutera. Are you here on his behalf? What's that? You're looking for the Ark. You're asking me if there's an Ark in Arthetine. I'd say there's a possibility. It is true that Sidereal Gallater stayed here. But if you want me to check the relevant records, I'm afraid I can't entertain some fishy expedition. Right now, Arthetine can't afford to get distracted by fairy tales.
What in the world is he doing? Pleased to meet you. I'm Sasha, the treasurer.
And don't mind that blowhard Bastion. I'll look into the Ark for you. That said, it will take a while. He wasn't lying when he mentioned Arthetine is in trouble. And that's because of a colleague of ours who went astray. Do you need any help? Wait, you're already volunteering to help? That's why I mentioned it, actually, so I certainly won't decline your offer, thank you.
Did you know the
we got an
Parliament
emote.
of Arthetine is led by 3 people?
Bastion leads the executive branch. I control the treasury, and Kraus heads up the technology branch. All 3 of us work towards the advancement and prosperity of the nation, but recently, Kraus has been much too obsessed about evolution. The personal guards that blindly worship him have also become a problem. Wolf, a regulator under my command, has obtained damning information. I'd like you to assist her in finding out what Krause's guards are up to. Let's learn this emote.
Feel free to ask Bastion any questions. Thanks for taking charge of this investigation.
Not summon a mountain here. Okay, where do we need to go? Down there. Okay, let's just jump out. Yeah, I remember when I was on a trip. I was on a music trip when I was in like grade 6. And there was a kid in my class, and he was backing up. We were at a theme park. We were at Canada's Wonderland. He was backing up, and he kind of stumbled to a stroller and like leaned on the baby carriage. And the mother was really pissed. And this was like a teacher's pet, like super nice kid, super good guy. But he kind of like sat in the baby area. It wasn't as horrible as it sounds. He did not put his weight on a baby. Don't worry, the baby's fine. But it was definitely like, you know.
I want to be the treasurer,
And so,
like Sasha.
as a joke, I called him the babysitter. Which, you know, clever little pun, little dad joke pun. And then everyone else was like, haha, no, he's the baby. A word that starts with R. That's like, it sounds like rapper, but someone typoed it. And people were calling this dude this. And I'm like, what? That's not even clever. It's just offensive. It's just mean. It's the babysitter. There's a joke there. But you guys are just offensive. What the shit?
You know that the Treasury Department.
I was so disappointed in humanity that day.
Sasha sent you? Then let's get on with the mission.
Lately, the Hall of Transcendence has been associated with a number of strange events. We need in. I suggest you use the back door instead of the front gate. For starters, find the hacker Siltero in the underground market. They'll tell you what to do next. This area is such a tonal shift.
You came on Wool's behalf?
Wool? Well, I don't care who she sends. I've already got paid. As for access to the basement of the Hall of Transcendence, it's secure. However, I did discover that an entrance intended for maintenance staff is built through this underground market. Operate the wiring system and head. And enter. There's no perfect security. Into the communicator. The door next to it is connected to the basement. As for the code to access the guard's mission information, it's in evolution, there is purpose. Got it? Okay. We can use a mount here. Origins of Stern. Enter the password into the communicator. We got this.
Enter password to open the facility maintenance passageway.
There's no perfect security. Confirmed. Granting access. The password is password. Hall of Transcendence. Is this turning into a big old cult place? There's no cult here. But there might be a cult here. No cult here. Probably a cult. If you have a place called the Hall of Transcendence, there's a cult. Speaking of which,
The construction of the Verdant Tier may have stopped, but our evolution continues.
let our faith in Krause never waver. We must continue with our missions. To check your current mission, enter your password. In evolution, there's purpose. Guard mission list. Those who are currently not assigned to missions are on standby until needed. The tower's earliest documents have been transferred. More recent ones can be disposed of as soon as possible. Doctor, Secure the necessary power to complete the tower. Rabbit, steal the magic stones for the sun. Twins, collect the madman's research document. Knight, control public opinion and guard the door. In evolution, there's purpose. Don't forget that. Now I'm understanding why they stopped this tower. What the fuck? Creepy cult tower? Return to Treasurer Sasha. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let me just go to Discord real fast. Edit channel name. Hall of Transcendence. There we go. Welcome to the Hall of Transcendence. Just your daily reminder that there is no cult here. Here we go. Discord is taken care of.
Is Verdant here?
Now I'm gonna have to every single day remind people that there's no cult here. I've just started a daily thing, I think.
Welcome. Excellent work.
Report back with the information you've discovered at the Hall of Transcendence. A doctor, rabbit, madman, knight. Royal Guard task list. We've already read this. Okay, sounds good.
Crows. The Royal Guards couldn't have done this on their own.
The tower must mean the Verdantier. I knew he was giving up the documents way too easily. The true secrets about the tower have to be something in the more recent documents. Krause is determined to complete the Verdantier. He has to be stopped. Let's talk to Bastion.
So you've come.
Hey, Dandolf, how's it going?
Krause is trying to complete the Verdantier?
What is he trying to achieve with it? I don't understand his obsession. Even if it was completed, it requires a substantial amount of fuel to actually work. We made sure its original power supply was completely disabled. The only place he could possibly get enough power is the dynamo core in the Scraplands. Unfortunately, wait, is this Scrapper classed? No, the Scrapper, it would be a female martial artist. So the Scrapper would still have the same background as me. You're in Semi-Lurk because you're eating... Ooh, eating ribs. Nice. Enjoy those ribs. That is for sure a good reason. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to identify who the doctor is. I hope to learn more when I head to the Scraplands. Okay.
Welcome.
And...
It's the dynamo core of the Scraplands.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Stern consumes more power than all the other regions in Arthetine.
And the power that comes from the heart of the Septrum to Stern. Wait, and the power that comes from the heart of Septrum to Stern is routed through the dynamo core in the Scraplands. It's the only place where he could steal that much power. Mint Plant, I hereby appoint you as an official inspector, which gives you the authority to operate in the Scraplands. I'll send word to the regulator branch there to assist you. Please stop Krause from powering up the Verdantier. Currently not worth it to do Power Pass. Their game has crashed 2 times during Power Pass. Administrator Bastion admits blah, 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 blah.
You're here.
But is it like a separate story that's like condensed? Where do we have to go? We have to head over there. I guess we'll just head out. I am going to do Power Pass once if they give me extra character slots. I will try it out. Because worst case scenario, it doesn't work and then I delete the character. Nope. Presuming it actually adds some content. If it is literally like you're level 50 and you're in Vern now, then I'm probably not going to ever do it. Hey, CD, how are you doing? It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Oh, come on, textures. Come on, textures. There we go. It is funny that, like, in certain ways, like, when you look at the main quest, it's like... Oh, I guess I can't show this off except in the memory chamber. When you look at, like, our level or, like, the main quest, it's like, oh, we feel late in the game. But when you look at our item level, it's like, no, we are fucking beginners in this game. The game hasn't even started.
You're the inspector, right? I've got the message.
I'm doing quite well. I am doing quite well. Let me brief you on the current situation. So far, nothing strange has happened in the Dynamo Core, except that the mechanical skitterers that were patrolling its perimeter have raged out of control. Its cause is unknown, but I think it's the same thing has happened to the other machines in other areas. If we leave the mechanical skitterers, we can't get to the Dynamo Core. Please get rid of them and let Hans, who is in charge of the Dynamo Core, know. Okay. I guess we have to head over here. Okay, let's check the map. This seems a little unnecessary. I don't know about this design. Like, I get that it's cool, but why? You're really using power for this when a ramp would suffice? Okay, what do we have to do? Destroy skitterers? Are there any other quests? Ooh, what are these dudes? Hey, guys. No! There we go. You're alive. You found chocolate. Oh, God. Hey, dudes. Bam! Okay, we've charged that up. And we're heading over to Hans. Please! Oh, there we go. We made it. I thought this was the elevator for a second. I'm so glad, Scoots. What kind of chocolate?
You took care of those mechanical skitterers. Thank you.
I thought I was never going to make it out of here. The power unit kept shutting off too. But don't worry. Our engineers checked and repaired it. Huh. You want to see the facility for yourself? Sure. Let me tell you where the power and control units are. Investigate the power unit. Okay. Dark chocolate. Oh, interesting. Raspberries are solid. They are, I mean, good raspberries are solid. Bad raspberries are mostly liquid.
Thank you, Inspector. Say, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? What's this chip? It was in the central control unit?
There's nothing like this in our lab. Who the hell put this thing in the control unit? First, we need to find out what it is. I don't think we should analyze it here. I can trust researcher Zyra at the hoverboard lab. Oh God, am I supposed to ride the robot dong hoverboard? Let's have her help us. By the way, out of curiosity, have any of you guys ever played RuneScape? Out of curiosity, I'm worried about the mechanical skitterers. They were made to keep the facility safe, but now they're destroying them. For now, I've created this. It generates electromagnetic waves that affects their movement. Maybe installing these destructive aura generators can keep them at bay, but what? You can set them up for me. Thank you so much. When you're done, please report to researcher Zyra at the hoverboard testing site. Is that up here? No, it's down there. Please! Dang it. I need to get that Triforce. Bad. Ooh, there's a Makoko that I somehow missed. The most obvious Makoko in the universe. They just put it by an elevator so you're panicked that you'll miss it. There really have not been any voice chat hangs. No, not for a minute. There you go. Yeah, I was planning on doing kind of more hangs on the weekend. Although last weekend I was, time was, you know, I was at my nephew's birthday party, that kind of stuff going on. Or a generator set up. I also might have a little mini side job coming up that might take up weekends too. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, ask creature Zyra. I see we have this quest. Where is she? Oh, she is also there. You saw cheese? Congrats. If you see cheese, it's a good day. Speaking of which, I have cheese right here. I might eat some. You set up some destructive aura generators. Good job. Who came up with such a clever idea? Belkin. Good. I'm glad there are some useful people over at the Dynamo Core. I pray that all these issues get resolved soon.
Why do you want me to analyze the chip? Can't find any researchers at the Dynamo Core?
Hans wants me to do it. Wait, did something happen? All right, I'll get right to it. This is going to take a while. Instead of waiting around, you want to help me run some other tests? You can do some material and hoverboard balance tests for me. Oh, and when you're done, just enter the test results in there. Oh, hoverboards. Oh, hoverboards. Are these the big old dong ones? Speed walk. I think you're like emotionally detached from cheese. Test hoverboard PT 1, 2, and 3. Oh, these are not the dong ones. These are different. Get that out of here. Okay.
The test data has been recorded. Printing a new test plan.
You brought a new test plan just for me? How nice of you.
By the way, I just finished analyzing your chip. In short, this device is designed to steal power from the Dynamo Core, and its central control unit probably still shows that it's sending power to Stern. This chip, after stealing a certain amount of power, is programmed to circulate the power inside the Dynamo Core, sending it into overdrive. Add a small explosion to the mix and bam, the power core goes off and boom, all the lights in Stern go out. Dang, this doesn't bode well. You'd better go get back as soon as possible. Welcome back, Dandoff. Okay. And have you seen the Berserker's swords? The Berserker's swords are literally taller than they are.
Drug runners are rampant
it's like
nowadays.
Putting Buster Sword to shame. when I play my Berserker, who was supposed to be based off of Barefoot Russian Elvis, but I can't help but see Guts from Berserk. What in the world is going on? Why have we been cut off from the magic supply? I'm sure there's staff at the station, but I can't contact them. You're that famous inspector, right? Something must have happened over there. Unfortunately, I have no authority at the station. Did you go check what happened? This game apparently does have, like, Monster Hunter, like, quests. Oh. Well, welcome. Wait. What? Hang on a second. Oh, did you power pass up your existing character? You're from the Ekhorn Mercenary Office, aren't you? This is great. So am I. I've got a favor to ask of you. Can you take a request for me? It's from researcher Belkin at the Dynamo Core. He wants to gather some of the reusable magical batteries from the mechanical skitterers. He said he could make something incredible with them. I accepted the job, but then I got injured. I was going to contact Manager Basilok and have someone else take care of it. But since you're here, I'll really appreciate it if you do it for me. I haven't yet to play any Monster Hunter game. I do own... What are they called? Tokiden Kiwami, which I understand are kind of like Monster Hunter-like. I'm curious about them. To Orn, you're right, we must evolve. We all have strength inside of us, and we need an impetus to actualize it. I've decided... Actualize is also such a cult word, I swear. I've decided to light a spark to put things in motion. If we if the relay station stops sending magic, someone will come to check the breaker. And if he turns the breaker on, there will be an explosion. There will be an explosion cause the flammable material. Wait, what? And if he turns the breaker back on, there will be an explosion caused by the flammable materials. I'll head there and carry out this plan without Sable knowing. If we succeed, it'll help his plan come to fruition more quickly. I'll wait to see you again. There's no cult. What are you talking about? In all honesty, you just wish Monster Hunter Rise had more content. Yeah, I've always been curious about those games, for sure. Okay, what else do we have to fix here? Wait, we have to keep fixing this? Okay, done. Okay. Amazing. Communicator time. Someone tried to explode the relay station? Thank the gods you stopped them. I'm glad I asked for your help. What in the world is going on? Hey, guys. Go. Goodbye. Complete. Done. Amazing. Oh, we have another quest up here. The ID card is issued to Sable, who works at the Dynamo Core. Is this a roster quest? It is not. Okay, we have a bunch of things over here. No, we made it. Oh, God, we made it. You're not the mercenary I've hired. I see. Mr. Major is injured. So you took over. Let me check the batteries you brought. Good, they're in perfect condition. I can use them for new machines right away without having to fix them first. Thank you. This was very helpful. And what do we have to do over here? Investigate the regulars at the Dynamo Core. There's so much intelligence to process. Super for information. Do you know Sable? Or... Sable, of course I know her. She's a hardworking regulator. Speaking of which, where is she? I haven't seen her today. What? She's dead? That poor woman. She was an exemplary regulator. Of course, she would perish trying to save us all. There's so much intelligence to process. Snoop around. Let me tell you about the accident. At the magic relay station? Oh no, Sable, poor girl. Sable was an exemplary regulator, devoted to her duties. Inspector, thank you for stopping the explosion. Sable's death will not be forgotten. What? We need more? What? Isn't that everything? What? Okay, I guess it's not getting rid of this notification. Are there other... Okay, there's other people for us to check with. No! You pizza! God damn it. Well, we have to talk to someone here, so it's fine.
You're back. So, what are the results?
What? It was stealing power from the core? And the power would have been used for exploding the dynamo core. I'm going to talk to the engineers right away. Ernst has singled out a potential suspect that has been keeping an eye on him. We'd better put him under arrest before he makes a move. Let's go.
Here! Over here! I'm sorry. I tried, but I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe the researcher Orn, that researcher Orn and Dr. Seville from the Royal Guard. It's my fault that I didn't recognize him in the first place. Dr. Seville was headed for the center of the dynamo core carrying a bomb. He must be stopped. This way. There's an instance over here. By the way, Zulu, I do really want to make a Deathblade at some point. Deathblades look fun. They seem really cool. Come on, textures. Come on, textures. Hey, dudes, what's up? Ow. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Do I really want to use my real good skill on you? Yes, because fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, what's over here? %. We have to defeat more mercenaries. Hey, guys. There we go. Goodbye. Oop, I missed. Big old boss.
You got on sooner than I expected.
Wow, this guy looks like the most villain ever.
Just know that our work is for the greater good.
Wait, is it Murphicles?
Can you feel it? A new wind blows. You can't stop the future.
Murph, why? I thought we were friends. And dead.
Don't think you've won. Gears are already in motion. The Psychons shall become gods. Glory to the great sun!
Murph, why? Okay, well, that works. Glory to the great sun. Praise the sun. Hey, Dandolf, have you gotten Elden Ring, and have you started that out of curiosity?
I knew it.
Oh, thank you, Inspector. I don't even want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't stopped Seville.
We were able to minimize the explosion because of you, Mint Plant. We can handle this amount of damage and supplying mana to Stern at the same time. We're going to need a moment to process everything that's just happened. I'd better check on the other new researchers who joined the lab at the same time that he did. Oh, is it not out yet? I thought it just came out for some reason. I can't live like this. We must identify Dr. Seville's accomplices, or this will happen again. This must be our top priority. Ooh, we get gold from this. According to the intelligence agency's investigation a while ago, Dr. Seville's people are on a special drug, which enhances their physical performance. Viagra? They generate slightly different magic waves because of this. With this meter, you'll be able to single them out. Please interview the new researchers and identify Dr. Seville's accomplices. Sable? She's under Hans's command. Everyone knows how hardworking she is. I think she's paired with someone for scout duties. Who was it? Milla, I think? Is that the info we needed?
It's not like he had a
Dr. Seville
never imagined he'd do that.
What? Oh, okay. Hey, buddy. Goodbye. Read the orders. Infiltration orders. 3 members of the research department and I will infiltrate the Dynamo core. If everything goes as planned, we won't have to fight. But still, I want you to pack the equipment and drugs just in case. The beta-type emerald ampule doesn't last as long as the alpha-type administered to the wild rats, but its effect on the body are much less harmful. I recommend using the beta-type for short-term operations. Oh, are they? I've watched about like 2 minutes of it. Not much. What's this? Do you know Sable? Sable, she and I patrolled together. Why are you using past tense? That's well, because maybe she did in the past. She doesn't currently. What can you tell me about Orn? I don't know anyone by that name. What is it? You know Sable? She and I patrolled together. Why was Sable the only one there? We may be scout partners, but we're not always with each other. Okay. It honestly just seems like more... Yeah. I like the Dark Souls games a lot. I sucked at Sekiro big time, but I really enjoyed... Well, I actually haven't played through all the Dark Souls. I played through the first one. I played a bit of the second one. I know third is your favorite. I'll be right back. See you guys in 1 second. Yeah, I really just wish, though, that Demon Souls and and Bloodborne were on PC. Weirdly, I almost prefer Demon Souls was on PC, even though I know Bloodborne is widely considered by far the superior game. What is it? Let me tell you about this incident. That must have been terrible, but it has nothing to do with me. What is it? Sable. Why are you using past tense? That's... there's a note you might want to see. How do you have this? Did Sable have it with her? She figured out so much. It wasn't a coincidence she was there. I admit it, I killed Sable. She got onto my way. She tried to change my mind, but by then, there was no turning back. I had to stick to my plan, even if it meant killing my friend. But in the end, it didn't mean anything. There's no need to arrest me. I'll turn myself in and see you with Hans. Someone's like, there's no need to arrest me. I'll turn myself in. Why would I believe them? Why would I possibly believe her? Yeah, this girl, she should have asked for a lawyer's advice, seriously. Now that we've found Seville's accomplices, maybe we can sleep at night. By the way, what do you think he meant by the wild rats in his orders? I've heard some smugglers nowadays use the emerald ampules. Do you think he meant them? Ugh, I'd better tighten security. I have a feeling that this isn't the end of things. Yeah, I mean, come on. The one thing we know about cults, like, they're gonna have connections. They're gonna have lawyers. It'll be okay. The cult will provide you with lawyers to cover you up. It's fine. They will also probably be able to help disappear you if needed. I don't know why anyone would choose to go into like a creepy end of the world, like suicide, kill everyone cult. I don't know why anyone would opt into that type of cult. Like, if you're going to go for a cult, at least go for like the hedonistic, like kinky, fun cult, you know?
Oh, a million thanks. If it weren't for you, we would have been all blown up along with the Dynamo Core.
I can't believe Dr. Seville was the culprit. He's one of the 5 lieutenants of Technologist Kraus. I'd better report this to Stern right away. What the hell are the Technologist and his guards up to? Oh, and Ernst and me, and Ernst asked me to tell you. But yeah, okay. I get that, Dandoff, but in spite of that, wouldn't it be more fun to be in a kinky hedonistic one? You know? Like, come on. And what is better for End of the World? End of the World pills or End of the World giant orgy? Okay. Oh, and Ernst asked me to tell you that he needs to see you at the guard camp. I say this purely academically, by the way. At the Magic Relay Station. Okay. Purely academically. That. We're getting there slowly with our gear score. Slowly. Okay, take care, Dandoff. Some people feel they need to atone for... Yeah, but you know what? If it's the end of the world... Eh. I like how you're providing actual answers for a ridiculous cult scenario. Come on. Listen, there's no cult here. But if there was, it would be hedonistic as fuck. Be just like video games all the time. You know, video game streams, just stuff like that, right? Like, just everyone talking and watching video games and, you know, it would be kind of like that.
When will that become standard issue for us?
Welcome. Thanks again for what you did last time.
Like, we'd play like MMOs together, you know? Feel really connected. Welcome, Mint Plant. Thanks again for what you did last time. I'm sorry I made you come here before you had a chance to rest. But this is an emergency. An airship crashed to the north side of the scraplands, and it's incredibly suspicious. We don't know where it hails from, and among its cargo are giant mountable robots. We've sent regulators Alex and Tamara to identify the airship, but it seems the task is beyond what just the two of them can do. They need your help, Mince Plants. The researcher seems a little unhinged. Hey, you all right? You're as sweet as a rain shower in the desert. I need blood. You're the inspector, right? Could you help me? I mean, anytime someone, the first thing they say to you is, I need blood, I think that might be a little bit more than a little unhinged. You're mad you couldn't raid for some reason. There's got to be McDonald's. What? Raid what? You're the inspector, right? Could you help me? Crimson Bull. I need my lifeblood to think clearly. Are you playing this game out of curiosity? I know what raiding is, but are you talking about Lost Ark? Hey, look at my veins. They're blackened. Where can I get a Crimson Bull? Then what do you mean raid? Hey, look at my veins. They're blackened. Where can I get Crimson Bull? You could get it easily if this was Stern, but it's not. Oh, wait. Well, there's a mantis habitat. Inspector, you're good at hunting, aren't you? Oh! Raid on stream! Oh! Oh! I am a dum-dum. You're correct. Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot that Twitch is a thing. Oh. Oh. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh. Well, thank you for the attempted raid. I appreciate it. You were playing Osu. I think we've actually had a conversation about Osu, haven't we? Yeah, in my brain, I was like, my brain instantly went to MMO raiding. Just collect mantis stingers. The key ingredient for Crimson Bull. For me and my colleagues. Bring them to researcher Tamara. She'll take care of the rest. She's well-versed in chemicals.
Drug runners are rampant nowadays.
Okay. Okay, we gotta head up. Okay. I hope you have fun. What class are you, out of curiosity? Or what class are you planning to be, at least? Oh, there's a Makoko. Ah, whatever. We'll waste this skill. Why not? Why not? Dude, I just want a Makoko. How many dungeons are... There's 3 dungeons here. We haven't done a single one yet. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys later. Take care, guys. Mwah.